I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. Illegal immigrant truck driver makes illegal U-turn, killing 3. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to all of my moderators. Salute to the chat. Now, this took place a few days ago in Florida. I'm just going to run the clip and then I'll come back and I'll give my commentary on it. Such a sad, sad case.
Out here on the side of the Florida Turnpike, we can still see tire marks from where troopers say a semi-truck tried to make a U-turn, causing a crash. During the middle of the afternoon Tuesday, traffic did not look like this, flowing to Fort Pierce. Rather, all northbound lanes were gridlocked because of this crash that killed all 3 people in a minivan, a woman from Pompano Beach, a man from Miami, and the driver from Florida City.
It's a horrible mistake.
Carlos Portilla has been a licensed truck driver for the past 25 years and is a manager at Centerport Inc. He tells me he believes the driver of the semi is in the wrong.
You're considered a professional driver, and you should know better.
Florida Highway Patrol says the 2 men in the semi crossed all northbound lanes to get here, an official use only turnaround section near mile marker 171.
Nobody's supposed to use it except the Florida Highway Patrol and other emergency vehicles.
In the process of getting to the U-turn, troopers say the other car could not avoid the truck, resulting in the van slamming into the semi and being wedged underneath. Patilla says if his drivers ever attempted a maneuver like that,
that would have been their last day. He should have kept on moving and got to the next exit.
Troopers are now looking at this crash as a homicide investigation.
When you kill somebody, it's a big investigation. I mean, I've seen it happen.
Now, clearly, there's still debris out here from this crash, and that's why we're still pushing FHP for the names of the 2 men that were in that semi-truck who did not get hurt in this crash. And we're asking them if any charges have been filed yet, but they told me no new information at this time.
Now,
Portilla said,
I'm going to be doing a deep dive because this happened, I believe, 2 days ago. And as of right now, they're saying that no one has been charged. Just give me a few minutes and I will do a deep dive to find out more to this story. This story was just passed on to me a few hours ago. Now, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, everybody, the gentleman, the guy that's driving the truck, definitely should have been charged with a homicide. Number one, he broke the law. How many people agree that he broke the law? Because even the guy said that only state troopers are allowed to use that turnaround lane. Y'all know the turnaround lane on any intersection, and I've seen, some cars, break the law and use that, but we're talking about an 18-wheeler. And I'm going to, because there is an actual video of it taking place. And you can see that this truck driver guy, he's moving. It's not like he's doing 10 miles per hour. It's not like he slowed down. I mean, he's moving fast. And, he attempted to make that U-turn. Now, allegedly, and I do have to say allegedly, has been in the country since 2018, and he was in the country illegal. He even has illegal CDL license. Now, this is, and of course, this is only my opinions, everybody. This is why I agree. This is why I agree with Trump as far as deporting those illegal immigrants. Now, I don't like that the children have been separated from families, but I will say, I do agree with Trump when it comes to the deportation. Let me grab some comments real quick, y'all, and then I'm going to take a deeper dive. Some people come into this country and get away with crime because if they commit crimes in their country, they get away with it. But once you're here on American soil, they will catch you. T says, oh, wow, lawsuit all day. And it's so sad because unfortunately, even with a lawsuit, it won't bring back the three individuals that lost their lives. So prayers goes out to those three that lost their lives. Can I get everybody to throw up some prayer hands for those that lost their lives in this accident? I see you, Yvette. I see you, 80s baby. I see you, Boopy. Brother Shank, he probably out of country by now. You know, he's probably gone. Tanya J says, not the company. Now the company is needed to be held responsible for this tragedy. I see you, Michelle. And so this is what we face. Now, I do know that, there are some benefits, for these companies when they hire illegal immigrants. But see, we're not looking at the whole picture when it comes to the illegal immigrants. Now, take it for granted, all of them are not criminals, and all of them don't end up in situations like this. But as I said in a previous demonstration, if you're on the bus, if you're on a plane filled with snakes, you're not going to be picking out which snake is poison and which snake is not poison. And who's to say that lawsuit, one, money won't bring them back, and two, who's to say they even have the funds? Crazy work. Now that's facts, EB. That's facts. I see you, April. Nene. I see the chat. Make sure y'all get my likes up. Hit the like button for me. That's crazy. Wow. Illegal, CDL, everyone's in trouble. It's facts. I see you, Just Missy. Nick Parker, I see you. Let me grab some. I'm gonna grab this. The actual video. Let me see if I can get it. And in this clip, you can see that he's moving pretty fast, y'all. Like, this dude is really moving, y'all. So this is the inside camera. Lord have mercy. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Lord have mercy, y'all. And as y'all can see, he's just so nonchalant. I see you, Taka. Did y'all see that? Drop a one if y'all saw that. I see you, Splash. Soul Spores. And what documentation did he present to get the CDL? The problem, so many jobs let the immigrants go because of the whole deportation, but now it's hard for me to get a job, and I live here. And they let the illegal immigrants go because they know that they can, number one, pay them under the table, and they know that they can pay them for crumbs. Brent says that was just dumb to do that U-turn on that busy highway. We on an interstate, y'all. We on a highway. And you know how it is. And as you could see, he was moving. Like, and regardless of what, it's a big rig. Come on, man. And as y'all could see, the van didn't stand a chance. those in the van, they didn't stand a chance, man. I see everybody's ones. If you would like to send a cash donation to the platform, the Cash App is $ERICMCINT. Dang, that's a huge accident. I see you, April. That's how they probably get down in this country. Facts. Facts. The company that hired this man should be held accountable too. That's facts. Who does a U-turn on a highway? Shaking my head. I mean, it's just, and see, this is the thing that get me. No charges. He should have been locked up. He should have been immediately locked up. I see you, James. When the cops arrived and the cops seen it. Now the driver of the tractor trailer, he can't blame it on nobody. He can't say, well, look, I was riding and it was just an accident. This van, that came out of nowhere. The cop can see what happened. Anybody can see what happened. You attempted to make an illegal U-turn that caused the death of 3 individuals. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm going to run it back again, and then I'm going to do a deep dive and see exactly what's going on, y'all. Give me a second, everybody. I think that's it right here. So it says undocumented. Come on, man. Undocumented truck. Okay, so now it's saying he was arrested. Undocumented trucker arrested for illegal U-turn. Crash that killed 3 on Florida's turnpike. So he has been arrested. Let me see. I don't want that. So this is his name. Let me put his name in the chat, y'all, because I can't pronounce it. But let me put his name in the chat. And if y'all haven't seen it, y'all could go Google it. But this is the driver's name. And let me put it up on the stream so the replay gang can see his name. So I believe he's from Pakistan or India. It says state troopers obtain a criminal arrest warrant for the driver, and they listed his name, for 3 counts of vehicular homicide. During the course of this criminal investigation, and with the assistance of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which is ICE, state troopers determined that the individual entered the United States illegally, having crossed the Mexico border in 2018. So he's crossed 2018 from the Mexican border. Let me see if there's anything else on him. It says the actions taken by the defendant while operating a commercial tractor trailer are both shocking and criminal, said Executive Director Dave Kerner. 3 people lost their lives as a result of his recklessness, and countless friends and family members will experience the pain of their loss forever. They listed the individual's name, is in custody on state vehicular homicide charges and immigration violations. He will no longer be able to damage and destroy the lives of Floridians and visitors. At the conclusion of his state charges, he will be deported. The Florida Highway Patrol remains committed to enforcing both state and federal law to ensure that people that are a danger to others face justice and behind bars. Now, we know in this situation for a vehicular homicide, matter of fact, let me look up and see how much time you can get in Florida for a vehicular homicide. Let's see. Because we know what's going to happen when he gets deported. He's going to come back somehow. Let's see how much time it carries in Florida. So it says in Florida, vehicular homicide is typically a second-degree felony punishable by up to 15 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. A judge may also impose a minimum sentence, and the driver's license will be revoked for a minimum of 3 years. The penalties can be more severe if the driver leaves the scene of the accident, potentially leading to a first-degree felony charge with up to 30 years in prison. So I can almost promise you all this. He's going to take a plea. He's going to take a plea, and he's probably going to end up with a 5 to 10 year prison sentence, which he'll probably end up only doing 2 to 3 years. He'll get out. He'll be deported. And then in no time, he'll come back in this country illegal. Especially if they don't speak a word of English. That names look Pakistan or Hindustan. I think I pronounced it right. Florida is one state I see it happen all the time. They passed them for the CDL and they don't know how to operate. One almost deleted my sister on the highway and lied to the state's trooper. And thank God she had a camera in her car and my baby sister. Sorry that your family had to experience that, Katri. I wonder if the trucking company will be held liable for employing an undocumented individual. I think they should. And I would hope that they would be held accountable. And see, this is what I'm saying as far as the immigrants. And some, not all of us, many of us praises the illegal immigrants. I don't. Now, I don't take nothing from them, but I don't praise them because I already know it ain't nothing but a chess game. I know the reason why the illegal immigrants come to this country. I know why the illegal immigrants get hired by these companies. So I know. So it's for me. I'm just speaking for me, y'all. And this just is my only opinion, And y'all could disagree. I'm not one that be praising them. Yeah, see, the illegal immigrants, they do this and they do that. No, because I know if the conditions in their country wasn't as harsh as it is, they wouldn't come to this country. And then y'all seen the Hispanic females. She said, the Mexican female, she said, y'all think we like America? We don't like America. We just come because it's money. It's a money opportunity. And when it comes to the companies, see, the companies, they don't hire black people because black people is lazy. That's negative. Black people ain't lazy. Black people is just not going to put up with the bullshit from these companies, especially when it comes to underpaying us. Even white folks. I've heard some people call white folks lazy. Oh, the white folks done been around the black folks long enough now and they done got lazy. Them white folks ain't lazy. They just ain't stupid. So for the illegal immigrants, stop thinking that black Americans are lazy. Stop thinking that white Americans are lazy. We just not going to get underpaid. That's all. But it's just a big game on both sides, y'all. Driver's license, so non-documented immigrants can get a driver's license. I see you, caller. Now the immigrants, when they get that minimum wage check, they send it back home to their third world country where the dollar amounts either triple or doubles. So they might get a $500, $400 check a week, $600 check a week. But when they send it back home, that $600 is turned into $1,200 or $1,800. And then they're able to take care of their family. Yeah, Shank, but the Mexicans and them, they come to this country and they live in one house. 15 of them live in one house. Yeah, because they're in a foreign land. Do they do that in their country? Did y'all ever check to see how the Mexicans live in their country? Are they the same in their country as the same as they are in this country? See, if black Americans went to another country, a foreign country, we would shack up. We would be 8, 9 in one house because of the condition. And we will understand that we need to work together. I see you, B. I see you, Valerie. Unless he had it and it expired and the company wasn't keeping up with expirations, regardless, they definitely need to be held accountable also. I see you, Carl. But if the company is owned by one of the good old boys, I wonder. Good point. Good point. Exactly. The company should get a hefty fine because of the nature of the job, which put lives in danger. Facts. These illegal immigrants too disrespectful to black Americans and America in general. That's facts, Brent. Business needs to be shut down immediately. If they are legal and pay taxes, I have no problem with them. I feel you, Tyler. America is not a country, it's a corporation. And that's facts. That's facts, James. That's facts. And unfortunately, 3 innocent souls, 3 innocent individuals has lost their lives, for negligence. I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it. We as a nation, and when I say we as a nation, I'm talking about Caucasians, Europeans. I'm talking about melanated people. I'm talking about white America, black America. We gotta do better as a nation. Look at this. 1 American dollar equals 18.78, and I don't know how to read the pesos, but y'all see it, 18.74 pesos. I see you, Cotan. Because if we don't do better, guess what? And it can happen. It can happen. Just like the natives was pushed up on reservations, it's going to be the same for us. Don't think it can't happen, y'all. Don't think it can't happen. They're buying up property. They're buying up land. We got to get out of the mind. Matter of fact, let me backtrack. I don't want to push my views on nobody. Let me backtrack. In my opinion, I believe that we need to move strategic. And it's not hating other people. I don't want nobody to go out and hate other people because they're race or because of the country that they're from. But I just want us who ancestors built this nation. I just want us to wise up and move strategically. That's it. Prayers for the families. Remember when Vivek called Americans incompetent and lazy in his post a few months back? These immigrants really do think Americans are dumb and lazy. That's all I'm saying, Brent. And see, we be praising them. We be giving the immigrants, we be giving them all this praise. They don't feel that way about us. They look at us, like I said, especially Black Americans. They look at us as lazy and dumb. Now they're starting to mix in the white Americans with us. But when it comes to Black Americans, man, they look down on us. But that's because they're ignorant. And I got another thing to tell y'all. It don't start just because they're here. They're like that in their own countries. Black people all over the world, even in their own land, Black people get discriminated against by the lighter folks. If you go to any of them Hispanic countries, you're going to see how they treat darker people in their countries. They don't like us. You might catch a few of them. You're going to have a few of them that like us. This is why they come to work here, to be rich in their own country. Facts. And they just be laughing at us. They don't be laughing at us because we're lazy. They be laughing at us because, we're dumb. And I'll take all the claps that y'all want to throw at me. Shank, I ain't dumb. Mr. Shank, speak for yourself. But as a whole, we're so far behind. We're so far behind. We're still marching and protesting. They did that in the 40s, the 30s, the 50s, and the 60s. That's how you know we're so far behind. We're still marching. And what happens when we march? They only do nothing but figure out a way to get around it. Oh, that's all they're going to do is march? Now, am I saying that we should do violence? That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that we should go out and commit violent acts. I'm saying we need to go back to the drawing board when it comes to justice. That's all. And how we make a change. I see you, Goddess. I see you, Cheryl. I see you, Bridget. Mexican humored by our people and their addiction. Of course. And they all steal from us. They all take from us. They all take from our culture. Sometimes marching and protesting is the only way for our government to listen or hear us out. And in some cases, I do say in some cases, I think like on a job, I think if you're having problems on a job and you and some of your coworkers get together and y'all hold a protest to get, corporate's attention, because corporate don't want that type of attention. And like I said, it's just my opinion. Just my opinion, y'all. And everybody is welcome to have their own opinion. We so far behind because we are still beating down each other instead of uplifting each other. Yes, I said it. That's facts, Tony. That's facts, Tony. They're jealous of us. Fight over property owned by housing authority, but don't want to work to build. And that's straight for my street dudes, my hood people. That applies to you all. Y'all are in a hood. Most of it is housing authority, but most y'all are in a hood that don't even belong to y'all. Y'all are repping these blocks. Y'all are repping these streets that don't belong to y'all. I'm for everyone's growth, but I'm a firm believer. I do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And it's as simple as that. And I'm with you, Nene. I agree with you, Nene. May my truck driver friend rest in heaven, but he used to get paid on the side for transporting immigrants into the country to settle here with his load. He made good money. I'm sure he did. And my condolences to you, Levique. Shank. Martin Luther King did admit saying he led his people into a burning house. Of course. Of course. Now, that don't take away from Martin Luther King's legacy, but he even admitted it. He even knew. And when Martin Luther King realized that, and when he became more radical, what happened to Martin Luther King? Because now everybody know, but this has been information that had already been out, that Martin Luther King didn't die from the assassinator's bullet. Martin Luther King died because he was smothered to death. But see, now that has came out, and now we see, damn, they came in there and they smothered Martin Luther King. But Martin Luther King realized, I let my people into a burning house. Hold me down has been just that amongst us. Now, if the company shuts down because of one person's mistake, many may lose their job. So many families are going to be affected. It's a domino. And like I said, y'all, for me, because they lost their lives, y'all. And this was a situation that could have been prevented. You know, this definitely could have been prevented. And I'm going to run it back for those that just pulled up, because I see I do have some folks that just pulled up. So this is the accident, y'all. I'm going to take a few more comments and then we're going to get out of here, y'all. Bryn says, look how they are both rocking. That means he was driving crazy. You could see it. You could see it. They rocking. And I mean, like I said, you could see he's going at least 60. At least 60, I believe. I see you, Sheeta. Peace and blessings, Sheeta. I see you, Cynthia. And there was just no way that the van, I mean, it just happened so fast. It was no way that the van could avoid it. A U-turn on the interstate. Wow. Shaking my head. This video makes me cringe. Chain hanging from the rear view mirror was swinging like crazy. Let me give a shout out to my moderator, Rock Squad's own Marty, and a shout out to Toot for the school supply giveaway out in Detroit, Michigan. So shout out to Toot Uncensored. Shout out to Rock Squad's own Marty. Y'all are out there looking good. Wonderful job that you and your team is doing, Toot. And I'm glad to see one of Rock Squad's own out there with Toot to represent for the Rock Squad. So once again, a big shout out to Toot Uncensored and Rock Squad's own Marty. Chain hanging from the rearview mirror was swinging like crazy. This crazy. I see you, darling. Why people are afraid of driving near big wheels. I slow down, y'all. I was on my way home today, and it was a big rig in the car, and the big rig was up on the car's ass. And it was up on his ass for about a mile. And then the big rig got in the fast lane. For all y'all truck drivers, the fast lane is not for y'all. It's not. It's not. And so I just slowed down. And the drivers that were beside me, they slowed down too, because the driver was beside me was in back of the big rig. He slowed down. I slowed down. I just let them go, y'all. I don't try to outrun them. I just let them big rigs. I just let them go. I let them have it. I do. I got to make my way to one of Toot's gatherings, and I'm right here in ATL. Well, this one, Nene, this one was in Detroit. Today's giveaway was in Detroit, Nene. So into content, forgive me. Now, I understand, Mariam, but we got to be more careful out here. Like I said, in this incident, it wasn't nothing at the van. It just, because it happened so fast, y'all. But maybe we need to start just when we see the big rigs, maybe it would be a good idea if we just, hang back, you know what I mean? A half a mile if we can. Because some of these fools in these rigs, some of them, they don't give a damn. And then we got to remember, some of them be tired. Some of them be asleep. So we really, really have to be careful while we're out on the road. When I first started driving, what was told to me was driving is easy. The hard part to driving is watching out for the other drivers. So always, always be alert. And when you're at a red light, and let's say your light turned green, wait maybe 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Make sure you look both ways. It's like crossing the street, y'all. Make sure you look both ways to make sure no car or no vehicle is running the red light. Because even though you got the right of way, even though your light is green, you got to watch out for those that run red lights. And you'll go out there and that person that's running that red light will hit your ass. Tanya says exactly. I was just about to say that he was not looking at his mirrors. So let's just make sure that we're extra careful out here. And like I said, in this incident, it was no way that those that were in this van, it was no way that they could have prevented this, y'all. It just was no way. I see you, Uncle Charlie. And I do got another live set up for 5:30. I'm going to change it to 5:45, y'all. I'll change it to 5:45. So I'll see everybody back at 5:45. New, fully licensed driver, and I see too many who are careless. That's facts, y'all. So I'll let the chat run and y'all can hang around, and I'll see y'all back at 5:45. Appreciate the super chat, Tanya. Great demonstration. Keep bringing the facts. Salute. Appreciate you, Tanya. And Tanya, if you're following me on Instagram, or if you can follow me on Instagram, Tanya, send me a DM. I would like to speak with you behind the scenes. Yes, Nini, 5:45. So salute everybody, and I'll see everybody back at 5:45.
I'd like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. All right, good looking out.
Tinted window screaming F the law out my mouth. I'm switching lanes from up north to down south. Now everybody trying to figure how I put it down. I took my show on the road straight out of town. Pee-wee is my nigga, so you know I brought some crooks with me.
1998, they tried to throw the book at me.
Tell me what you see every time you take a look at me. A straight P, I only be where the hookers be. A old head, but still can pull any fly chick. One thing's for sure, you never see me ride a nigga dick. I got a thoroughbred who loves to call me pretty daddy. Through Alabama, getting hit in a pink caddy when I come through. Everybody knows me, the young niggas love me. They call me, they OG. Go and do your homework about the shit that I spit. They gon' tell you that nigga Shank is legit. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. I eat a chicken box before I play a game of spades.
Can I get some ketchup?
Half is sweet tea mixed with lemonade. Some brown liquor with a coke to sharpen up my skills. I switch lanes cause I only fuck with the real. Now she's a winner, so I got to keep her on my team. Plus I'm a real one, so I never ever sell her dreams. You wanna know if I'll quit or if I'll stop? But they say it ain't over till your casket drops. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken box a half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane.